I'm not gonna be on here long, but at least that's not my intention. But I couldn't let the new moon pass and we not get on here and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do that. But I had a pretty eventful day today, which is why I didn't come on here earlier or during my normal time. But I also, you know, feel like when I'm not on here at a specific time, it's because there's something else that spirit either wants to tell me, show me, or, you know, divine timing. When we get into it, we get into it. When we do it, we do it. And that's just that on that. Alright. So let's get into these new moon messages. For those who don't know, we currently have a new moon in Libra. Phew. Alright. Which is not bad energy. Okay, we know that Libra is the sign of justice. Libra is also the sign of balance. Okay, and new moons represent planting seeds, preparing for new energy, getting into new spaces, new places. Okay, getting things together. In regards to things that you want to see come into fruition for you. Okay. Child, that door leads to the balcony. Nobody's coming through that door. All right. Nobody's coming through there. But yeah, we about to get into it and see what comes out. Now, that song that I was just playing, I've been channeling that song all day. The lyrics, it's called Shine. All right. It's talking about having something within you that other people can't find. Okay. Things like something that can't be replicated. All right. I'm not sure if that's the direction this reading is going to go in, but that's what the song is about. For those who want to go listen to it, it's called Shine by Kenyon Dixon. Check it out. He's one of my favorite modern day soul R&B artists, and I just love his music. So that's that on that. So let's see what's going on. Let's tap in. See what's happening here. I heard wish fulfilled, and then I started hearing if I had one wish, we would be best friends. Love would never end. If I had till the baby's born. I don't know why I just started thinking about that little part from when he was on that goddamn Versus. Baby, that shit is gonna go down in history. Till the baby's born. Yes, Ray J, sing with your heart. All right. I feel like some of y'all are singing more. In lighter energy. I also feel like a lot of you guys are getting deeper into music. This could be new artists that you're listening to. You could be sharing music with other people, sharing music that you like, or music that you stumbled across. We got the Priestess card coming up, and it's talking about being called to step up and lead. Being called to step up and lead. Now, we've done lives these past couple of weeks talking about being taken to another level, stepping up to another level, being in a new energy, being called to a different place, having more responsibilities. Okay, I feel like a lot of y'all are getting more responsibilities. Yeah, we got soul activation at the bottom of the deck, fulfilling soul contracts. Yeah. It's time for a lot of y'all to go ahead and step into alignment when it comes to whatever you were sent here to do. I feel like a lot of y'all have been bullshitting. I'm just going to say how I feel it. I feel like a lot of y'all been bullshitting when it comes to really investing deeper into your journey and doing what is necessary. Okay, I feel like there's more that you could be doing, and I feel like there's more your intuition has been calling you to do. Okay, some of y'all may feel like you're not ready specifically for what it is that your intuition is calling you to do. But your intuition won't tell you to do something that you're not ready for. Like, that doesn't even go together. That doesn't even make sense. If your intuition is telling you to do something, it's literally because you're in a position to do it. And you're ready to do it. And it's time for you to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, questioning yourself or limiting yourself to where you currently are. And not taking that initiative to just follow your intuition and trust the process. The process. You're doing yourself a disservice. I feel like birds could be very significant right now. We know birds are talking about flight. Moving from one place to another. Lions can also be significant. Now, I told y'all last reading I was channeling big cat energy. Lions, I think last time it was a cheetah. Yeah. But something about like big cat energy. Y'all know like how on some of them movies they'll have like a door, and the door won't necessarily be connected to anything. It's just like that door just out in the middle of no fucking where. But when you walk through that door, you like teleport to another place. Like it takes you to somewhere else. That's the energy that I'm getting with this reading. I feel like a lot of y'all are about to walk through a door that you had no idea was attached to something else. That's what it feels like. It feels like there's no real... Spirit just said there's nothing to spoil it. So it's like there may not be any signs around that is making whatever this is obvious to you. It's like something that is just very like... Again, it's like a door in the middle of nowhere that leads to a space or a place that is actually for you to be at. That's what I'm saying. So some of y'all could be feeling like right now you're in a place where you don't know how to move forward, or you don't know what the next steps are. Because I'm feeling very like, again, the way it's been shown to me is it feels like, again, you're in the middle of nowhere. Meaning there's nothing familiar around as far as this location. There is nothing, there's no landmarks, there's no similar experiences, you know, similar type people. Like this is a whole new environment, a whole new place. And it's just like, I don't know necessarily what the fuck I'm supposed to do next. Because I don't see no clues type shit. It's like, where's the fucking clues? I don't see none. What am I supposed to be doing? Your intuition could be telling you to do things, but some of y'all are confusing your intuition with overthinking, or confusing your intuition with you being negative, or you being... Spirit also said you jumping the gun. So again, your intuition could be calling you to do something specific or to go somewhere specific, but you may feel like, again, you're not ready, so you're jumping ahead of yourself, or you're moving too quickly, or something like that. Let's see what else is here. For some of y'all, the key to this is really going to be releasing a lot of distractions and getting to a place, you know, I've been preaching meditation to this collective for I don't know how long. But some of y'all are finally going to have to really get into a place where you tune out all of the extra noise. Like some of y'all have a lot of extra noise and unnecessary noise around you that's making it very difficult for you to decipher these messages that are being sent to your intuition, that are being given to you. The fact that you're overthinking these intuitive thoughts or feeling like you're not ready just shows the disconnect between you and your higher self. When we are connected with our higher self, when we are connected with, you know, our true self, our soul, right, our inner being, there is little to no room for confusion when that part of us speaks. So the fact that there is some confusion there, the fact that there is some reservations there, the fact that, you know, a lot of y'all are overthinking what your intuition is saying, is showing the lapse in connection that you have with your higher self. And for a lot of y'all, it's literally distractions. Like, some of y'all are just distracted. I feel like some of y'all also could be weighing out two options, meaning like, you know, follow my intuition, something good may happen on one end, but on the other end, I may lose something, or I may have to walk away from something, or I may have to step away from something. It's like, did y'all see how she holding these two things in her hand? It's like a decision that has to be made. It's like I either listen to my higher self and do what I feel led to do and benefit from that, even though I don't know how exactly I'm going to benefit. Because some of y'all are obsessed with knowing all the fucking details all the time. And I keep trying to tell y'all, you're not always going to have all of the details, because you're not supposed to have all the fucking details. You would mess it up, you would jeopardize it, you would fuck it up if Spirit gave you all of the fucking details and the answers. Some of y'all would forfeit the whole shit if you knew every single detail, because in your mind, you're thinking of it from a current standpoint. So where you currently are, that's the way that you're thinking of this. Even though Spirit is giving it to you because they know where you're going to end up, not where you are. So you're ready for it, not because of where you currently are, but where you will be. If that makes sense. And that's what they're trying to show a lot of y'all. Like, you're more ready for this than you think you are. You're more prepared than you give yourself credit. If only you could stop seeing yourself as just the current person that you are in this moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're so much more than what you currently present in this moment. There's so much more to your energy. And until you start to see the bigger picture, the picture is always going to look small as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the one that has the ability to expand this into being what it's actually supposed to be. You're also the one that can shrink it down to being little as hell and insignificant. It's all based on you, your perspective, and your belief in yourself. Yeah, it's happening for you and not to you. Period. It's happening for you and not to you. The things that Spirit is doing in your life at this point, the things that they are navigating you towards, is for your benefit. And y'all need to start seeing that. The fact that you're not seeing it from that perspective makes it feel different. And I tell y'all all the time, how I think determines how I feel determines my actions. So if I'm looking at it a certain type of way, if my perspective is faulty, then I'm going to feel faulty, therefore my actions will be faulty. But if I think from a higher perspective, then I'm going to feel higher in energy, which means I'm going to take higher type actions. So it's an adjustment of the perspective. I feel like this is also a lesson for a lot of y'all to learn, because again, we're in Libra season. So I feel like this is a time for a lot of y'all to also learn how to balance out your responsibilities in the spiritual realm with the things that you want. Right? So like, as physical beings, because we are physical just as well as we are spiritual. As physical beings, there's certain things that we want. There's certain things that we see for ourselves. There's certain things that we desire, you know, to have, or certain people we desire to have or be around, or whatever the case is, right? But then we also have a responsibility to do certain things in the spiritual realm. We have a responsibility to step up in certain ways when it comes to the spiritual realm. I feel like this is really like a chosen one's message. It's feeling very very astral, like it doesn't feel like just a common type of message here. Like this feels like this is for people who, again, are on a serious path when it comes to their journey. You know, people who really want to step into whatever is for them and to align with whatever their purpose is. Because everybody don't want to align with their purpose. You know, some people don't even care about a purpose. They've never even asked about it. They've never considered a damn purpose. They don't give a shit. You know, a lot of people just want to make money and fuck bitches and you know, they don't really give a fuck about a purpose. Like, they not really checking for that shit. So you have a very small group of us who know who we are and understand that we're here for a purpose, for a reason. And that want to figure out what that purpose and that reason is in order to align with it and fulfill that destiny. There's not a lot of people that want to do that. And I feel like a lot of y'all are also learning, like I said, thank you for the gift. Like I said yesterday, the reading that we did yesterday, you know, you can't sit amongst those people anymore. You can't make excuses to still be in the energy of these people who don't want anything out of life as far as destiny, as far as life purpose, as far as goals and dreams. A lot of people don't want anything out of life. They don't give a fuck. And you got to remember, a lot of these souls are very young. They haven't been here for a long time. They haven't reincarnated as many times as you have. Like, a lot of these souls are super duper uber young. They're babies in the astral realm. So they don't give a shit about the things that you give a shit about. It just is what it is. And you can no longer be in these spaces where you're not equally yoked with the people that you're around. Yeah, look at this. Play at the bottom of the deck. These people just want to play. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't hear me, you just want to dance. Literally, in real life. They don't give a fuck. They just want to dance. They not checking for what's going on in the sky and who poisoning what food and, you know what I'm saying, what aliens is out there. They don't give a fuck about numerology and thank you for the gift. They don't care about astrology and zodiacs and energy and meditation and ancestors. A lot of these people don't give a shit. They legit do not fucking care. And it only infuriates people who are serious about it when you continue to try to get people who don't care, you try to get them to care. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is going to drive you fucking crazy. It's going to drive you nuts every time you go into a space with people who are on a certain vibration and they don't understand or they don't see the things that you see or they don't even care to know the things that you know. You know what I'm saying? Or they talk shit about the things that you communicate, the things that you say, the things that you speak on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Calling you names and conspiracy theorists and this and that and here she go, here they go. You know what I'm saying? They don't fucking care. Yeah, your guidance is divinely guided, baby. You are a whole different breed. And I keep telling y'all, if in this moment, in this season, you've woken up, it's for a fucking reason. You didn't wake up just to be awake. You know what I'm saying? Like, you woke up to do something about it. You woke up for a purpose. There was something here, obviously, that you had to do in this realm in order to fulfill whatever your destiny is. Yeah, energetic shift, new information, and the end of cycle. I feel like a lot of y'all are getting downloads right now as well. Like, there's a lot of stuff being downloaded to your intuition. And it can be in regards to a vast amount of different things. It's not just one thing. It's like one day I'm thinking about the clouds, and then the next day I'm thinking about the aliens, and then the next day I'm thinking about numerology, and then the next day I'm thinking about astrology, and then the next day I'm getting into health, and then the next day I'm getting into the food, and then the next day I'm getting into my skin care or whatever, and the next day I'm getting into being natural. It's like so many different areas, like so many different downloads. Okay, also happy Hoodoo Heritage Month. Okay, or Heritage Week. I say Heritage Month. Fuck, that's the whole month. Yeah. Shout out to the Black Americans, the indigenous Americans. Period. But yeah, a lot of y'all are receiving many different downloads about many different things, and I feel like it's because Spirit wants to keep you in a certain energy where you don't even have time to feed into things that are low vibrational, because your mind is so consumed with the high vibration of figuring certain things out and getting deeper into knowledge. I also feel like some of y'all are tapping into Akashic records, and you may not even be aware of it, but you're getting a lot of information from the Akashic records. This could be in the dream space. This could be through meditation. That's why I've been telling y'all, this is a great time to meditate. Okay? This is a great time to meditate. Babe, all my lives are on YouTube. All of them. This is a great time to meditate. This is a great time to really tap in, because I feel like a lot of what you're gaining, a lot of what you're intaking, a lot of what Spirit is showing you is necessary for something coming up. There's something big coming up. I've been warning y'all about this time for a while. There's something big coming up. Something massive. I can't necessarily put my finger on it, but there's something huge that we are about to experience as a collective. And for a lot of y'all, you're going to be the point person in your space to explain some of this shit. And I'm even hearing to save some of these people. The same way in 2020 we had that first massive collective awakening. And, you know, there was a lot of people looking for answers, searching for answers, looking for clarification, looking for information, looking for assistance and knowledge. We about to have that, but like times 4, times 5. Something is on the horizons that is going to shake the collective. And there's going to be a lot of people who are put in a space where they feel like how we did in the beginning, that we've been lied to, that we've been bamboozled, that we've been tricked, that we've been manipulated. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are going to feel like they don't know who they are and they don't know where they belong because of whatever's about to happen. Yeah, look, you've been training for this for lifetimes. What did I just say? Evolutionary downloads. I'm trying to tell y'all. All of it has purpose. That's why a lot of y'all have been being called to spend a lot of time by yourself. Because before, think of it, like before battle, before war, before people go off and fight and all of these things, they rest. They get them a good night's sleep. They take care of their bodies. They do a little self-care. They tune inward. They spend some time with themselves. They rest their energy in order to prepare for what is coming in. And a lot of y'all are being called to rest your energy, because whatever is about to happen, you're going to need the fucking rest. Because you're not going to have no time to yourself when a lot of this shit start popping off. Now, I'm hearing this is going to happen on 2 different levels. There's going to be something mass for the collective, a mass type of situation that's going to affect everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean every single fucking person living in this realm. And then there's going to be some individual things affecting a lot of bloodlines. So for some of y'all, there could be some family things being revealed, or there could be some family dynamics that are shifting. There could be some things coming out in regards to the family, some truths being told, some things being exposed. Okay? I'm just hearing, I told you so. I told you so. Whatever this is, I feel like that's either your spirit team saying I told you so, meaning something that they've been telling you in your intuition, you know, is coming back confirmed. Or either things that you tried to share with people, they're going to come back and confirm it to you. Some people didn't want to listen. Yeah, look, focusing on money. So many people are so caught up in finances right now. That's the biggest distraction right now. And some of the chosen ones are getting caught up in it. You got to be honest with yourself. Some of us have been getting caught up in the dynamic shifting when it comes to finances. We've been very money focused. We've been very, you know what I'm saying, economy focused lately. And it has been distracting us from a whole lot that is actually going on in the spiritual realm. Because if you focus on finances and this and that and all of these distractions, then of course there's certain things that you're going to miss. There's certain things that are going to just go right over your damn head. I feel like a lot of y'all are not going to have to worry about money anymore. Yeah. Don't focus on monetary issues. Focus on spirit. And then sacrifices is right under that. I feel like a lot of y'all are not going to have to worry about money anymore. But you have to start training yourself for that now. You got to start kind of acting like that now. I just heard the land of milk and honey. There's so many things promised to y'all. It's just about stepping up and doing what you got to fucking do. Like half of the issues that you have, you wouldn't have if you would just listen. It's like creating more issues for yourself by trying to do things your way or trying to ignore what it is the spirit is trying to tell you. Like, you don't have to go through what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to deal with it. Or you don't have to be in it as long as you've been in it. Like, some of the shit that y'all dealing with was not supposed to last this long. Like, you was legit not supposed to go through it this fucking long. Like, you should have been done with certain shit. Again, we have free will. So, of course, we sign contracts to come down here and do certain things. But at the end of the day, we have free will. So, if we choose not to do it, if we choose not to fulfill it, if we choose not to do our own thing, if we choose to do our own thing, then there's things that happen because of that. There's things that we lose. There's things that we don't get. There's things that we're cut off from. All right? Aquarius energy. This is definitely out of the box. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, this is really, really out of the box ass energy. We got acceptance. Look, acceptance at the bottom of the deck and new direction. I'm trying to fucking tell y'all. This is so out of your norm. This is so out of the box. This is something that your bloodline has never encountered. Like, a lot of y'all are set to live a life that nobody in your family can say that they've ever lived. And it has nothing necessarily to do with money. It's not about money. This is an energetic thing. Now, does that mean that it can be connected to finances and you can benefit from it? Absolutely. But a lot of y'all are about to step into, you know, a space of energy that nobody from your bloodline can say they've experienced or that they've had before. Like, this is completely out of the box. And a lot of y'all have to, again, we've been talking about acceptance when it comes to family dynamics. This is why family dynamics have been heightened for the last couple of weeks. And y'all know, if y'all been tuned in with me, y'all know we've been talking about family very heavy. Releasing family, having deep conversations with family, exposing certain family members. Like, we've been talking about family very heavy. Whew. So whatever this is, this definitely has something to do with connections in the family. And a lot of y'all are realizing that that was a part of your destiny, to not live a life that anybody has lived before you, but to live a life that is completely original to you in your process, in your journey. I also heard the first and the last. So it's like, whatever life is here for you to live, you'll be the first to live it in your generation, and also the last to have those specific experiences. It's like the person who, discovers something. It's like they're the first to discover it and they're the last to discover it. Nobody can go rediscover something you discovered. It already happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, it already happened. Now, people can take it a step further. People can do a little bit more, but they can't rediscover something you've already discovered. They can't re-expose something that has already been exposed. Like, it is what it is. So a lot of y'all are the first in your bloodline, in your family dynamic, to live this specific type of life and to have these specific type of experiences. And once you've had these specific type of experiences and you've opened these doors that nobody has ever opened before, it's a one and done type of thing. Now, the people who come after you, there will be new doors for them to open for themselves. But your particular journey, very unique, very original. Nobody else can come behind you and redo anything that you've done. And it'd be new. It'd just be you're redoing it. But it won't be an original thing. Does that make sense? I feel like royal blue is very significant right now. Blue also governs the throat chakra. So I've been telling y'all, we did a reading, I think last week or maybe the week before that, talking about speaking out more. Whether that's speaking your truth, whether that's speaking on what's going on, whether that is sharing knowledge, communicating what you know. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely a need for y'all to be speaking out more. Again, we don't learn what we learn to hold it. We don't get the downloads that we get to be the only person who knows it. Look at that. Fear is what's making you question it. So a lot of y'all are scared. I feel like this goes back. What's at the bottom of the deck? Trust your intuition. I feel like this goes back to acceptance. I feel like a lot of y'all still have generational issues or childhood traumas linked to acceptance. And a lot of times we don't really want to be real with that because we don't want anybody to look at us like we, care about their opinion. You know what I'm saying? Or that we give a fuck about, how they feel or what they think. It's like, yeah, you may not want people to think that, but it's true. You do obviously give a fuck about these people's opinions. Because if not, you would have been open and honest and out there with the things that you feel, the things that you see, the things that you know. So the fact that you're not being as open as you need to be shows that there's some type of reservation there in regards to how that information is received. But this is the thing about knowledge. It's not about how it's received. It's about your responsibility to give it. A person receiving the knowledge, that's on them. I can't be responsible for making the horse drink, but I am responsible for leading this motherfucker to the water. You know what I'm saying? It is my responsibility as somebody who has the insight, because I have awakened, because I'm up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else around me sleep. So it's my responsibility to wake their ass up. It's just like the Matrix. If you go back and watch, I think it was the first Matrix, when he was in that little pod and they woke him up, and then he went to wake somebody else the fuck up. It's the same thing. My responsibility is to not allow these people to be asleep, and I don't do anything about it. Now, if I go and I try to wake them up, and they, you know how like you try to wake up a kid, and they be like, and they turn over the other way and get nestled back in the covers. It's like, okay, you could do that, but at least I did my part. It's all about you just doing your part. And some of y'all care way too much about the wrong things rather than doing your part and sharing the information, giving the knowledge, being in position. Everything else is on that person. If that person wants to receive the knowledge and the wisdom that you're giving, then they will. Kudos to them. Shout out to them. But if they don't, that's not your fault. You know what I'm saying? Your only responsibility was to give the fucking knowledge. If you did that, then you did your part. You can walk away with a clean conscience and move on to the next thing. Simple. Also, don't be afraid of people calling you crazy or trying to attack your character or trying to attack you, intellectually. Oh, fucking will. You know what I'm saying? When a college student is talking to a kindergartner, they're not going to allow the kindergartner to make them feel some type of way over what they're trying to teach the kindergartner. You know what I'm saying? Like, a college student is not going to get into an argument and a back and forth with a fucking 5-year-old about algebra. Like, it's just not going to fucking happen. Okay? There's some kids who you ask them to count to 10, baby, they'll say 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10. And skip endless motherfucking numbers and look you dead in your face and tell you that's exactly how it is. But you, at your grown-ass age, you understand that that's not what it is. So your job is to give the correct information, not to force it on the motherfucker and not to argue back and forth with a fucking child. That doesn't make sense. So when you see these people, you have to think of them spiritually as fucking children. You have to think of them as 3- and 4-year-olds who can't put together and piece together the information that you're giving or make it make sense just yet. You know what I'm saying? And then when that child finally grows up, they don't even remember being in a state where they counted like that. They're so far removed from that because of experiences and knowledge and wisdom that they've picked up on. They don't even think about that time where they was counting and fucked up all the numbers. That it doesn't even have any relevance anymore. So when you get to a space where you're communicating or you're sharing knowledge and information or you're talking about and having certain conversations and the people around you can't grasp what it is that you're putting down and they try to debunk or go against you or call you names and conspiracy theorists this and all of that, think of them as a fucking child. Before you get upset, before you get irritated, before you want to go back and forth, think of them as a little ass 5-year-old who just don't get it yet. Like, because if we're being real, there was a point where we didn't get it either. That's the fucking reality. At one point, we didn't understand the things that we understand now. So to give grace to those people who may not be there yet is very important. And it'll also save you from wasting your fucking breath. on shit that is not going anywhere. Because when it's time for them to get it, they'll get it. The same way you did. I've had so many people prior to me finally, you know, taking my journey seriously and doing my research. I had so many people come up to me and try to tell me certain things to provoke thought, especially when I was going to church. I had a lot of friends who were not religious, who didn't grow, you know, be raised in the church and didn't grow up in the church like I did. So their perspective on religion was completely different than mine. You know what I'm saying? I had certain inner reservations and certain questions that I had within my being, but I never, you know, was vocal about a lot of that stuff. I kind of just kept it to myself out of fear of my family and the people around me and all of those things. So when those people would come to me and try to offer me a different perspective, I wasn't ready to hear that shit. I was doing what Christians do and say, I'm going to pray for you, and you don't know the Lord, and you don't know the Bible, and the Bible says. I was doing all of that. Even though I had my own reservations about the Bible. Even though I had my own, trust your intuition came right on out. Even though I had my own reservations, even though I had my own questions and doubts, I still was defending that shit with my whole heart. Because I wasn't at a place yet that I was ready to finally make that transition. But when I finally did get to that place, there was no stopping me. There was no stopping me. You couldn't get me to slow down on the research. You couldn't get me to walk away from the lectures and stop watching the videos and reading the books. You couldn't get me to put the shit down. So give people the space to choose without getting frustrated in the process. Which could be difficult because we're very passionate about what we do. We're very passionate about where we are, and we take our journeys very seriously. But it's not for us to control the narrative. We got the mirror effect, and no matter what happens outside of myself, I know that I am safe. So again, the less you worry about how people receive the information, you'll feel lighter. You'll feel more free. And I feel like some of y'all are also weighted down energetically because you're holding on to so much shit that you're supposed to be sharing. The hell? You're holding on to things that you're supposed to be giving away. So energetically, you feel low. Until you start opening your mouth and sharing the things that you need to share, you may remain in that low vibrational energy. It's literally like a weight. And once you share, once you give that information, it will feel like that weight has been lifted. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. I'm trying to tell y'all, there's something so big and so significant happening in the lives of those who have really been tapping into their journey. There's something so big on the horizon, and I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is coming sometime within these winter months. Whether it comes in for some of y'all starting this month. I feel like September was different for a lot of different people, right? For some people, September was like a sprinkling, like an appetizer of what is to be expected from the months to come. And then for others, it was a time of regeneration and getting things together and getting things in place so that you can start receiving what it is to come, right? However it looks for you, I feel like before we get to February of next year, well, depending on what calendar you go by, but if we're going by the regular calendar, February of next year, I feel like a lot of y'all going to be in a completely different space. And I've said that before. Like, this is like an unrecognizable space. And for a lot of y'all, unexpected. For most of y'all, unexpected. It's like if you think about your life 10 years ago, you would have never pictured yourself being exactly where you are right now. Like, you wouldn't have, you know, people couldn't have paid you to predict that you would be in this specific place at this specific time. You've never seen it coming. And that's kind of what this energy is. When we get so caught up in what things look like in the physical realm right now, in the moment, it can be so misleading. It can be so misleading because you never know where the fuck you're going to end up. You never know where you're going to go. And just because certain things may look a certain way, again, physically, in the moment, it does not mean that those things are going to stay that way. You just never know. I'm hearing Optimistic, the song by Sounds of Blackness. Be optimistic. Because you can end up in a completely different space and at a completely different time with completely different people that, again, you never expected. Being around people that you never expected to be around. Having relationships that you never expected to have. Working jobs or careers that you've never expected to work. You know what I'm saying? Having certain success that you never seen yourself having. Just like a completely different space. We got the shadow is you too. Now, I said before, look, just be alone and develop your craft. I said before that a lot of y'all have been spending a lot of this time by yourself and getting to know your shadow. Getting to know your dark energy. Thank you for the gifts. Getting to know who you are. Behind closed doors. Beneath the surface. Thank you for the gift, babe. I also feel like there's a lot of people who wrote you off. I said this before in a reading. A lot of y'all were written off. I'm hearing the Misfits. There was it a Christmas movie? What Christmas movie was that? I think it was a Christmas version of something. And they had, there was like an island for the Misfit toys. If you know what movie I'm talking about, drop that in the comments. That just really, that's how I know I'm channeling something completely different, because I haven't thought about that movie in so long. I don't even remember the fucking title of it. But there was like an island for the Misfit toys. And I feel like a lot of y'all are like the Misfits. Like, you don't, heavy black sheep energy. You never fit into the spaces that you wanted to fit into. But you fit into other spaces. I feel like a lot of y'all were always very mature or just very developed, more developed than a lot of the people in your space, especially family. For some of y'all, specifically your siblings. Like, some of y'all could be the most mature sibling or family member, or the smartest sibling or the smartest family member. So you never was able to blend in. Even the shit that you think is slight, like when you have conversations and you talk about things, this could just be like some everyday shit for you. But the people around you, they cannot keep up. They don't know what the fuck you talking about. You so goddamn advanced. Which is why a lot of them don't want to hear what you have to say. Because you're talking about things that are so beyond the common mentality, the common thought space. You know what I'm saying? Like, you speaking about shit that's so advanced. Them people can't keep up. Even if they tried, it would take them years of studying and learning and tuning in with themselves to be at a place to even try to start understanding what it is that you're talking about. So it's like you're expecting, again, going back to that college student and kindergartner example, you're expecting kindergartners to understand your college as thesis. They can't comprehend what the fuck you're talking about. Literally. I mean, like, you might as well be speaking another damn language for all of that. The way that it's coming across, like, you legit might as well be talking in a whole nother language. They would probably understand another language better than they understand the shit that you're talking about, if we being honest. Like, some of y'all could be trying to put certain people on games and certain things. They can't receive it because they don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. They're not even on that vibration to begin to understand what it is that you're talking about. There's been so many things that I've tried to go tell my parents or, you know, my mom or my siblings, and they brush that shit off. Like, they like, okay, that's nice. And in my head, I'm like, did you hear what I just said? Like, did you even try to compute the words that just came out of my motherfucking mouth? They don't give a fuck. They're not on the vibration where none of that matters. They worry about some whole other shit. A lot of y'all families are still religious. So they're already not trying to hear a lot of the shit that you're talking about. Some of y'all families are still tapped in with society and the social constructs that, you know, have been built. A lot of people is tapped in with money and working and pussy. You know what I'm saying? Materialistic things. So when you come up and you talking about spiritual wisdom and insight and growth and knowledge and accountability and ancestry and all of these different things, again, you might as well be speaking a whole nother fucking language. Yeah. Hangman. Look at this with the devil at the bottom. It's a waste of fucking time. You don't get anywhere trying to free these people. They gotta free themselves. They have to want it. The same way you wanted it and you went out and you learned and you did the work, they have to want it for themselves. You can't make them want the shit. You can't give them. You can't make them want the shit. It's a waste of time. Especially now where spirit really needs y'all to be focusing on the collective and preparing yourself to show up for the collective. Like, you don't have time to be wasting your my grandmama used to say, you don't cast your pearls to the swine. That means you don't give your jewels to motherfuckers who can't properly contain it, hold it, and do something with it. Like, that's not smart, that's not intelligent, that's a waste of time. And a lot of these motherfuckers around y'all is swine. And you're trying to give them your pearls. It's like trying to teach an infant the delicacies of a glass plate. Like, you're not going to convince a baby that a plate is delicate. It's not going to happen. It's going to take that baby years to develop into a toddler before they start to understand something of that magnitude. A 6-month-old is not going to understand that. So it doesn't even make sense to try to explain that to an energy that is that young, that naturally cannot comprehend what it is that you're putting down. Like, everybody wasn't sent here to be the savior. You know, some people were sent here to be saved. Yeah, Five of Cups. And this is definitely a very lonely energy to be in. It's not an easy energy to be in when you have this level of responsibility. You know what I'm saying? It's not an easy thing at all. It's very, very lonely. It's very insightful, very helpful, very, knowledgeable, but it's not fun. Anybody who is saying that this journey is all fun and it's all amazing, they're not really on no damn journey. Or they just lying. Either one. Because this shit do not be fun all the time. Are there fun moments? Absolutely. Are there delightful moments? Absolutely. Are there high vibrational, enjoyable moments? Absolutely. Does that happen all the time? No. No, it doesn't. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with holding this weight. It's like I don't know if y'all remember that movie, The Prince and Me. This was like one of them old cuts from, again, I'm showing my age, from back in the day. But there's a movie called The Prince and Me where the prince was going to college. It's kind of, well, it's not really like Princess Diaries. But the prince was going to college and he met a girl. And, he couldn't really disclose who he was until after. And then he couldn't really go certain places and do certain things. He was very limited in the things that he was able to do and the places he was able to go and the people he was able to interact with. And, his destiny was preset. You got to be the king, boo. You don't got no choice. There is no other option. You have to prepare yourself to get ready to be the king. So you can go to college and under a false identity, you know what I'm saying, in order to blend in and to not be seen or be attacked or whatever the case is. But you still have a responsibility. And you can't move just any type of way. Same thing with y'all. You have a responsibility. Right? The first card is, where are you being called to step up and lead? So we know that you have a responsibility to lead to some degree. Does that mean that everybody is going to be tarot readers? No. Does that mean that everybody is going to make waist beads and copper jewelry? No. Does that mean that everybody is going to be healers? No. But you do have, for your specific journey, different things that you have a responsibility to do. It just is what it is. Now, you have free will to either fulfill that or to do your own thing. But it doesn't negate the fact that you still are on a contract. It's like if I go sign a contract right now, a business contract with somebody, I have free will to break the contract. But there's consequences for that. You know what I'm saying? There's things that happen if I break my end of the contract. I could lose certain things. I could be placed under arrest. I could go to jail. I could have certain things taken from me. Or I have to give certain things to somebody else. Like there's repercussions for every action. Wheel of Fortune that came out twice. 2 different decks. I'm trying to tell y'all something big is on the fucking horizons. Something huge. Again, this is monumental for a lot of you guys individually, meaning your bloodlines, your personal life. But this could also be something monumental for the collective and the people around you as well. I'm hearing Cherish today. Won't go astray. Won't be afraid. Won't catch me running. Something about cherishing where you are right now is so important. Because whatever is coming, I feel like you're going to miss having downtime. Like, you're going to miss having the ability to just sit and chill. You're going to miss, you know, having the ability to not be worried about anything. Or not having your attention, you know, on a whole bunch of other shit. Like, some of y'all about to be hella busy. Whether this is a business, whether this is, again, the role you play in your community, whether this is something dealing with the collective, whether this is something dealing with your family. I don't know. We got the King of Cups coming out. I feel like a lot of y'all are also mastering your emotions. Again, going back to not being affected by people's reactions to you or how people receive you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you like me or you don't. You fuck with me or you don't. You cool with me or you not. You know what I'm saying? You support me or you don't. It's just very matter of fact. It's like, I don't have the time to be sitting here being hypersensitive. Now, is there something wrong with you feeling however you feel? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Is there something wrong with you communicating that you feel a certain type of way? Absolutely not. But to be hypersensitive over things that you either can't change or things that don't really affect you, it's like a waste of emotions. I feel like a lot of y'all was giving y'all tears and y'all concern and y'all support and y'all emotional, you know, energy to a lot of people who just did not deserve it. Leaving you drained, leaving you, you know, at a low battery. Yeah. I feel like a lot of y'all had to make some tough decisions when it comes to, or when it came to walking away from people that no longer served you. Look at this Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Alright, let's get some confirmation. Then I'm hopping off of here so I can do the horoscopes for tomorrow. I'm still doing personal readings, reading specials for those who is interested. Feel free to shoot me an inbox message using the pinned message box below. I still have a buy one get one free mentorship and reading special as well. You can click the link in my bio for that. The 10 card reading specials, you have to inbox me. The buy one get one free is available on my website. Excuse me. If you click the link in my bio and click the first link, it'll take you directly to it where you can purchase it and book. Yeah. I really feel like I'm gonna have to title this video Cherish the Day, because I really feel like things are about to change so drastically for a lot of y'all. All of this is going to be such a distant memory. Either you're not even going to think about this time and space in the future, or when you do, you're going to look back with disbelief that this used to be your reality. Like that type of energy. Like, wow, I actually used to live like that, or think like that, or talk like that, or walk like that. Or I actually used to experience those things, or be around those type of people, or have that type of energy. Like, whatever it is, it's going to be very, it's either going to be mind-blowing to you that this used to be your energy, or you're not even going to think about this shit because it's so far out of your mind and you're so consumed with where you are now. Look at that. Aquarius came out twice too. There's something here significant about double. So some of y'all could be getting double, or something could be coming in twos. But again, this is definitely an original experience that a lot of y'all are about to walk into. I'm even hearing Spirit say, like, for some of y'all, nobody in this realm has ever experienced, excuse me, confirmation. Nobody in this realm has ever experienced what it is you're about to experience type shit. Like, not only are you about to gain something that is absolutely amazing, but it is so original. It is so customized to you. And that's probably why it is so original, because it's customized to your specific energy. And you are the only person with that energy. So it can only come in that specific form because it is you. Period. Moon card. Intuition coming out again. The dream space, again, is also going to be very important. Your subconscious is also going to be very important. I feel like also as the illusions fall, whether that is, you know, throughout society or whether that's within your family dynamic, I feel like a lot of these illusions also is the way that people have thought about you, have felt about you. The illusions to make them think and feel the way they feel about you, a lot of that is falling as well. As these things fall, y'all are really going to be called to a position to clarify some shit for people. Like, people are going to have a lot of questions. And this is why I keep saying, be vocal about what it is that you feel, what it is that you know, your downloads, things of that nature. Because when whatever this is happens, people need to know that they can come to you. When you don't put yourself out there, people don't know that you are available when certain things happen. For example, if I don't post that I do hair, then when somebody's looking for a hairstylist, they're not going to come to me. Because they don't even know I do hair. If I don't post that I do nails, when somebody's looking for a nail tech, they're not going to come to me because they don't even know that I do fucking nails. So you have to start speaking and showing up as the energy that you are, so that people know that they can come to you to get whatever it is that you're supposed to give them. Whether that's advice, whether that's insight, whether that's answers, whether that's to share certain information, whether that's a referral to some shit, referring a book, referring a lecture. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is, people need to know that they can come to you. Like, you need to be the spiritual liaison. Like, whether that's for your family, whether that's for your circle, your community. Like, for a lot of y'all, that is where you're being called to. As our Spirit is talking about being a leader, being called to positions of leadership. Gemini coming out. Heavy on communication and intellect. Sharing knowledge, intellect, communication. Okay? Sacrifices are needed. Some of y'all don't want to be bothered with people, or you may have a history of not really liking to talk or to be out there in the open. Thank you for the gift. Or to be like, you know, that person. A lot of y'all may like to play the back seat, or, you know what I'm saying, be in a corner somewhere. Very heavy Scorpio energy. You know, very heavy Virgo energy, like Capricorn energy as well. Just being like very reserved, very like in the back. But you're going to have to sacrifice that. You're going to have to sacrifice being comfortable in your own little bubble. Because a lot of y'all weren't sent here to only be in your own bubble. Like, it's nothing wrong with being in your bubble in order to rest, recharge, rejuvenate, tap in, tune in, things of that nature, but you can't stay there. the work that you have to do is outside of your bubble. So a lot of y'all gonna have to get over that. Spirit is saying whenever this stuff comes in for you, whenever you receive whatever this is, this abundance, this new life, this new opportunity, whenever things start changing, don't say anything. And I feel like, yes, of course, I tell y'all not to tell people, you know what I'm saying, what you got going on and shit like that. But I feel like this is more so talking about, like, don't say nothing as far as, like, what did I do to deserve this? Thank you for the gift. And I don't know if I'm ready for this, or, like, don't say shit to fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go into questioning yourself. Don't go into being negative, and don't do that. Like, take it, accept it. If it's attention, accept the attention. If it's money, accept the money. If it's a new opportunity, accept the new opportunity. Like, don't get the say thank you. Damn. As I'm saying that, like, just say thank you. Just be appreciative. Just be grateful. Just show gratitude. That's it. Clean slate at the bottom of the deck. For a lot of y'all, this is a whole new opportunity. Like I said, this is a whole new space. Uncharted territory. But don't get to fucking it up. Like, I don't know if I deserve this. I don't know if I've done enough. And what if I lose it? And what if this? Like, don't do that. I'm pissed off. Just think about it. Like, don't do it. Just accept it. Just say thank you. And enjoy whatever it is. Like, that's it. Obviously, you deserve it, or you wouldn't have got it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you deserve to be in those rooms. Obviously, you deserve to be around those people. Obviously, you deserve these opportunities, or you wouldn't have had them. Like, again, cherish the day. I keep hearing that. Like, cherish it. Don't waste these beautiful moments questioning yourself, or 333 expansion. Don't waste these beautiful moments questioning yourself or questioning your worthiness. Like, this is not the time to do all that. This is the time to just say thank you. I appreciated it. Oh my God, this is so amazing. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. That's all niggas need you to do. Look, change your environment. I'm trying to tell y'all. I keep seeing that door in the middle of nowhere. For a lot of y'all, this can happen in this season. Libra came right on out. We got a Libra full moon today, and we're currently in Libra season. And it popped right on out. For some of y'all, this could start happening for you this season. This can come in for you this season. This can work for you for you this season. 23 could be significant. 22 could be significant. 20 could be significant. 18 could be significant. 10 could be significant. 5 could be significant. 2 could be significant. I already said 333. No, tonight is a new moon. New moon in Libra. Remember, at the beginning of each month, we have a new moon. Towards the middle of the month, we go through a full moon. Alright? Alright, hopefully these messages resonated. Again, if you're interested in the reading specials, let me know. Inbox me. You can use the pin message to shoot me an inbox. I am going to be doing new moon readings tonight only for the new moon. So if you're interested in a 10-card new moon reading, feel free to, again, shoot me an inbox. That special will not be available on my website, so you'll have to inbox me directly. Again, if you're interested in the buy one get one free, you get a full 1 month mentorship. That's 4 weeks of mentoring with me. You get to choose between 2 different mentor styles, or topics rather. We go over 7 to 8 different topics within that mentorship. And then you also get a free 10-minute reading that comes with that. So buy one, get one free. If you're interested in that, that is available on my website. You can click the link in my bio and book accordingly. If you're interested in services and you just don't know what you need, but you know you need help, feel free to fill out a contact form. You can click the link in my bio and click on where it says contact form and fill that out, or you can just shoot me an inbox message. Make sure that you follow me on my main TikTok and my other socials, which is also linked in my bio. I post horoscopes Monday through Friday. I'm actually about to sit here and do the horoscopes for tomorrow right now. And those will be posted tomorrow rising. And yeah. Love and light. This video will be posted tomorrow rising as well for those who want to watch it from the beginning, or for those who want to rewatch it for any messages that they miss or anything that they just want to watch over again. So that will be available. Definitely make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube. All of my videos are always posted to my YouTube when I'm finished, for those who want to watch them either for the first time or rewatch them again. If you do go on my YouTube and you see any of my old readings or any of my old videos, take what resonates. I don't care how old it is. It can be 5 years old. I don't care. If it resonates now, take the message. All right? If you're interested in the full moon reading, just shoot me an inbox and I'll send you all of the information and how to book. All right? Other than that, light and love. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing all of the zodiacs. I'm going to do a reading for each zodiac sign tomorrow for that live. So definitely tune in for that. That'll probably be during the day. It won't be as late as today. I just had a lot of shit going on today, which is why I'm on here a little bit later. But tomorrow we'll be back to our regular little schedule. So I'll be back on here sometime after 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right.